Welcome to our gentle Vinyasa flow class. We'll be warming up today. We're going through a series of poses. We'll be flowing some of them to build some heat and then cooling down at the end. We're starting this morning in a comfortable seated pose, whatever is comfortable for you. Let's start by rocking our hips from side to side, trying to bring equal pressure to our sits bones. Once we find that, we can sit up tall, we'll stack the spine, lift the sternum, imagine a string drawing you up toward the ceiling. And we'll shrug our shoulders. Let's roll our shoulders back 3 times, opening up the front body a little bit. And then we'll roll them forward 3 times, up and forward and down and back. Roll them back 3 times once more, so we finish with that nice open front body. You slide the shoulder blades down the back. Imagine you're sliding them into your back hip pockets. Let's take a moment to close our eyes and just bring awareness to the breath, just observing it at first. Now I'd like you to imagine that as you inhale, you're filling up not just your lungs, but your whole body. So you sit up taller, your head lifts toward the ceiling as you inhale and fill all the way up to the top of your head. And as you exhale, we'll draw those abs in, pull the navel in, and press the air out from the belly. We'll inhale and stack tall, filling up all the way up the crown of the head. Exhale, press from the belly to press that air out. Inhale tall, lifting, stacking, breathing, and then exhaling from the belly. Just keep breathing that way for a couple more breaths at your own pace. Return to a more normal, relaxed breath. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Seal our lips. And we'll practice our Ujjayi breath, our ocean breath. Just take a light constriction in the back of your throat so that breath is audible to you. And it sounds like the ocean waves. Let's open our eyes gently. Stacking the spine tall, just turn the head to the right. Inhale, lengthening the neck. Exhale, turning farther as it's available to you. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the left. Stack the spine, lengthen the neck. And we'll come back to center. Just flow that. Let's turn one way. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale back to center. Let's bring our fingertips down. Let's just begin to gently twirl. Spinning our fingers in a circle around us. We'll add some more torso to that, just gently. Just mobilizing the spine, keeping that nice lift in the sternum. Come back to stillness. Let's stack our knees now. Let's bring the right knee over the left knee and sweep the left hand behind us. And with the right hand, we can grab the left thigh. We can wrap around that leg and hold on to it this way, or we can extend the arm out past it. Whatever you choose to do, the next move is to inhale and lengthen the spine, nice tall spine. Exhale, take that twist to the left. Breathe, go deeper as it's available to you. Don't force this, don't wrench your spine, just find that edge. Go right up to that edge, but not past it. Relax back to center. We'll switch that cross of our legs, stacking the right knee on top of the left knee, sweeping the right hand behind, using that left arm to either hug the knee, grab the leg, or lift the elbow, or bring it down. You can choose. Inhale tall. Exhale and twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to turn. Nice tall spine. Again, just find that edge where it's not painful. You're not wrenching your spine, but you're getting some stretch. And come back to center. So uncross our legs and shake them out. Draw the legs in and roll forward onto our hands and knees. As always, you have an option to use fists for wrists. We want to have those wrists under our shoulders. We want to have the knees under our hips. We want to draw those abs in like we did in our breathing practice. We can draw the navel into the spine. Now with the curls toed under so the toenails are on the floor, keeping that core nice and active. Let's see if we can just lift our knees off the mat for a couple seconds. And relax back down. Breathe. Engage the core. Lift. This is optional. If it hurts, don't do it, please. And down. One more time. Lift. And lower. Let's go into cat-cow. As we inhale, we'll lift our chest and our tailbone and look forward of the mat. And as we exhale, we'll scoop the abs, curling in, looking down at our knees. Let the inhale tell you that it's time to lift into cow. And when you exhale, you'll know that it's time to scoop into cat. And this is how we try to follow the breath. Let the breath cue the movement instead of the other way around. But either way, just keep breathing. We tend to inhale as we lift and expand, and exhale as we sink or contract. Next time you finish one of these flows, we'll come back to neutral spine. Nice long spine, abs drawn in. We're sliding the shoulder blades down the back. We're lengthening our neck. Think about making space between your ears and shoulders. Now try to shift your rib cage from side to side. Coming back to center, to stillness, we're going to incorporate that rib cage shift. We're going to roll the whole rib cage around. So let's start coming into cow, and then shift the ribs to one side, scoop into cat, push the ribs out the other side, come back to cow. That's one, circle around, scoop. That's two, circle, scoop. And then reverse direction 3 times, pushing the ribs out, scooping into cat, pressing the ribs, and then down into cow. 2. And for 3. And then coming back to neutral. Let's bring our toes together and sink back into child's pose. Just a moment. Give our wrists a rest. Give our back a rest. We can leave our arms forward. We can stack our hands and place our forehead on our hands if we like. We can sweep our arms back down to our sides if we like. Let's just bring awareness to those hips as they sink back and that sensation of lengthening you have in your lower back. Try to imagine your spine being decompressed as those hips sink. You find length and openness in the back. Let's bring our hands just to the front of our knees now, so we can begin to sit up slowly. We'll rise up, again bringing knees under hips with our shins parallel. Slide our hands forward, coming into a puppy pose. Breathing and lengthening. Then we can slide forward onto our forearms for a Sphinx pose. Rounding the elbows, lifting the chest. Think about pulling your rib cage away from your pelvis. And now engaging that core, we'll float the hips up and back to puppy. Puppy is a lot like child's pose, except your hips are in the air, stacked over your knees. And we'll float forward back to Sphinx. Grounding those elbows down here, lifting the sternum, finding openness across the front body. Now again, engaging from the core, we'll float the hips up and back into puppy. Now let's slide the right hand under the left arm. Get a nice shoulder stretch here. Still keeping the chest pressed down. And we'll bring that arm back forward. Settle for a breath or two. Now we can slide that left arm under the right arm, bringing the shoulder down, keeping the chest square to the floor. Get that little posterior shoulder stretch here. We can bring that left arm forward again, and we'll walk our hands back in. Coming up, let's bring our knees together, and we can sit back into a thunderbolt pose. You're welcome to sit any comfortable pose you like, or to stick a blanket or a towel here if it makes you more comfortable. This is thunderbolt, so I'm sitting on my calves, not between them. Stack the spine, roll the shoulders. I'm going to sweep the left arm up, pack the back, bring the right arm out to the side, flip the thumb under. I'm going to reach all the way around my back as far as I can. Bring up and see if I can grab those fingertips. If I can't grab my fingertips, if I have a strap available, I can use a strap to help me with this one. If I don't have a strap and can't grab my fingertips, I'm going to grab the elbow instead and just push or pull back. Keeping a lift in the front body, lengthen the spine. Gomukhasana, cow face pose. Opening up the shoulders, stretching those triceps a bit. And we'll switch sides. Rolling the shoulders back to open them up first. I'm going to sweep the right arm up, back to back. Extend the left arm out. Flip the thumb under. Reach as far around my back as I can, and then reach up. If I can grab fingertips, I'll grab fingertips. If I can't grab fingertips, I'll use a strap, or I'll press my elbow back. Whatever you're choosing to do, just keep your spine tall, keep your sternum lifted. Use your breath to lengthen up through the crown of your head. And release and relax. Let's bring our hands down and curl our toes under. We'll roll back onto the balls of our feet. Inhaling, we'll straighten our legs to forward fold. Exhaling, we'll release, softening the knees, letting the head hang. We can bring opposite hands to elbows for ragdoll. We can sway the arms in and out or side to side to release the shoulders and back. We can nod the head or shake the head to release tension from the neck. Take the breaths, use sinking breath here. Inhale. As you exhale, find a little more room to sink down if you can. Remember, those knees can be as soft as you like. Release our fingertips down toward the floor. We'll inhale to a halfway lift, flat back. Sliding those shoulder blades down the back toward our back hip pockets once more. Spine parallel to the floor, abs are active. Lots of space between the ears and shoulders. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. It's time to circle sweep our arms and rise all the way up. Bring our hands through heart center and down to our sides for mountain pose. I have my feet about hip width apart. Your practice is to have your feet closer together. You're welcome to do that. Hip width apart is more stable. Closer together is more challenging. It's your choice. We're going to shift the weight from side to side, rounding into the mat. Let's shift the weight into the right foot completely. You can lift the left foot a tiny bit. Point and flex the foot. Make circles with the toes. Reverse the circles. Make fists with the toes. Open and close. down. Now shifting to that left foot. Lift the right foot, point and flex. Circle one direction, other direction. This with the toes. Circle again. And we'll ground back down. We do this to wake up the proprioceptors in our feet. So our feet are more active, more engaged, more alert. So with our feet grounded, let's peel our toes off the floor for a second. We'll roll down from the pinky toe all the way into the big toe, one at a time, making that nice padabandha, that foot seal, that foot lock on the floor. Activating our legs. Imagine drawing your kneecaps up. Imagine rotating your thighs inward, drawing up through the legs, drawing the abs in and up. Imagine the navel drawing in and then up into your ribcage, which is impossible, but imagine. Lifting the sternum, stacking the spine. Pull those shoulders back one more time, just to really open up the front body and slide the shoulder blades down the back toward those back hip pockets. Let's lengthen the lower back by sliding the sacrum down. That will correct an anterior pelvic tilt if you have that going on, which is this. So sliding this down will correct that. Engage the glutes. Everything's nice and active. It's not just a passive standing pose. It's a very active standing pose. Let's inhale and sweep up. And exhale and press down. And notice as we sweep up, our shoulders remain packed. We're not lifting our shoulders like this. We're keeping lots of space between our ears and shoulders. Stabilizing the shoulder girdle. Now we'll inhale, and as we exhale, we'll take a nice gentle swan dive. So soften the knees, bring the arms out to the side. Come down to your forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle sweep, the arms rise up. Shoulders are packed. Exhale, knees are soft for swan dive. Inhaling to lift halfway. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to rise. One more swan dive down. Knees are soft, spine is long. Inhaling to lift, flat back, slide those shoulder blades down. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, come to heart center with the hands. Push the hips back. Nice chair pose. Sink into it. Really ground those heels down. Keep that length in the spine so we're not rounding forward. We're still open. Shoulders are open. Shoulder blades are sliding down towards your back hip pockets. Inhale to sweep up. Exhale, coming through our chair pose. Inhale to rise. Exhale to chair. Inhale, rise. Bring it through chair. Let's combine this with our first flow. Inhale. Take our swan dive. Soften your knees, arms out to the side. Inhaling, we halfway lift. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling, we sweep up. Exhaling through chair. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling for swan dive. Inhaling to lift halfway. Long spine. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to sweep. Exhaling through chair. Inhaling to rise. Let's just come back to heart center. And we'll toe heel those feet in so the big toes touch. There's just a little space between your heels. And we'll sink back into our chair again. We'll go a little deeper this time. We'll hinge forward a little bit more. Into lengthening the spine. Let's bring the right hand to the right thigh to brace it. Let's try to keep our knees level so one doesn't pop forward with the other. We'll inhale that left arm up. And exhaling that elbow across the opposite leg. Coming to a chair twist. We can bring palms together. We can also make a fist with the right hand. Press to the left hand. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, deepen your twist. Turning to the right. Inhale, draw those abs in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Stay for a breath or two. Bring it back to center. We'll inhale to rise. We'll exhale back to chair. Hinging forward. This time bringing the left hand to the left thigh. Inhaling, right arm up, and exhaling across. Bringing palms together. We're making a fist and pressing. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Couple of breaths. Relaxing back to center. Inhale, we'll rise up. We'll exhale back to heart center. Take a wider stance now. Turning out our feet at about a 45-degree angle. Making sure that our knees can point toward our toes. So we open the hips. We'll come to a starfish. Our fingertips out. Hands active. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, from the flowers. Inhale to rise. Exhale to squat down. Lift and lower. Up and down. Coming back up. Let's open to a warrior two. So I've just pivoted my right foot out and my left foot parallel. I'm trying to line up my right heel with my left arch. My left leg is straight and strong. My right knee is bent and stacked over my right ankle. If I look at my right foot, I just want to see the big toe. I want to levelize my pelvis so I'm not tilted one way or the other, forward or back, just level through the middle. Spine stacked, shoulders packed, arms extended, reaching out for the fingertips. With a soft, unfocused gaze out past those left-right fingertips. Sinking the hips, drawing the abs in. Now let's flip that palm. Inhale to reverse warrior. Opening up the side body. You have the option to go farther here if you like. Or to come to a half bind behind your back if you like. Breathing and lengthening. Inhaling and exhaling, coming to side angle. You can bring the forearm down to the thigh. This left arm can be out straight in a line or straight up to the ceiling, either way you like it. You can rest your right forearm on your thigh, or you can bring it down to the floor if you like. Trying to find that nice line up the left side of your body, either way. Inhale and flow back to reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. You do the options that work best for you. For 3, for 2, for 1. Moving back to reverse warrior. We can shorten our stance. We can straighten that leg. Come back to center. Lift into moon flowers. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, we'll pivot to the left side. Coming to warrior two here. Again, lining up the front heel with the back arch. Back leg nice, strong and active. We're grounding that back foot down. Front knee over front ankle. Levelizing hips, stacking spine. Keep your soft gaze out past your left fingers. Lift the palm, inhale, lift up. Your choice for your reverse warrior. Couple of breaths. Try to expand and open the rib cage. Inhale and exhale, coming to your choice for side angle. Straight up, straight out. Forearm on the leg, hand on the floor. Spiraling the chest toward the ceiling, opening up the body. And flowing this, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. For 3. For 2. And for 1. We'll rise back into warrior 2. Settle in. Shorten the stance, straighten the leg. Back up to moonflowers. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll run through that quickly a couple of times now. It'll flow out of it. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, moonflowers. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, moonflowers. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, warrior. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, moonflowers. And down. And up. And warrior. And reverse. And side angle. And moonflowers. And down. One more time. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, rise. Exhale, moonflowers. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, rise. Exhale, moonflowers. Rise. Heart center. Shake it out. Breath. Moving on. I'm going to turn at a bit of an angle now so you can get a better idea of what I'm doing in this next little series. It's nothing really new, it's just it might be more accessible than trying to be straightforward or completely sideways. So coming back to mountain pose to start, backing shoulders, backing the spine. Let's take our original flow, rising up, swan diving down, halfway lift, and fold, and rise, through heart center, through chair, and rise. Come back to heart center. Let's take a step back, the left foot, coming to a lunge. We can keep our hands in prayer. We can roll our shoulders back under the cactus arms. We can extend the arms up. We can hold up here. We can bend the knee, lift, bend, lift, bend, and lift. Now let's inhale to rise and exhale to pivot ourselves into warrior one. Stacking the spine nice and tall. Do the long stance where your heels line up. You can do short stance where your feet come parallel on train tracks. Let's inhale to rise. Let's exhale back to mountain pose at heart center. And we'll step back the right foot, choosing our option for arms, holding up in the lunge, or sinking and rising. Inhaling to rise and pivoting that back heel down, taking long stance or short stance, warrior one. Finding breath. In the upper body, sinking the hips. And coming back to mountain pose and swan dive. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling through heart center. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling heart center. Stepping left foot back to our lunge. Inhaling to rise and sinking to warrior one once again. This time we'll shorten the stance. We'll come to a period of breath and bring our hands to our hips. So my feet are on train tracks. There is space between my feet back and width. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, folding forward, long spine. Think about pushing your hips back as you press your chest forward and down. A couple of breaths, and then inhale and exhale, you can release down, letting your head hang, bringing your fingertips to the floor, to your leg. Now we'll soften that right knee and step the left foot forward. Here we are in forward fold. We'll halfway lift. And we'll fold. And we'll sweep up. We'll come to heart center. And we'll rise. We'll come back to heart center. We'll step back. right foot, finding our lunge first, finding our arms next, and then inhaling and exhaling ourselves to our warrior one option, and then shortening our stance for pyramid prep. Inhaling to lift the front body, exhaling, folding from the hip crease. Let's push those hips back. Let's press the chest down, come to flat back first. Breathe a couple of breaths here. Keep sliding those shoulder blades down, and then inhale and exhale, release down, letting the head hang. Breathing and sinking. Now softening the left knee, stepping that right foot forward, inhaling to halfway lift. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling, we scoop up. Exhaling through chair. Inhaling to rise. Back to heart center. Stepping back. Left foot lunge. Inhale and exhale yourself into warrior one. Inhale and exhale yourself into pyramid prep. Inhale, lift the front body. Exhale, fold forward. Come all the way down this time. Release the hands down. Now, what I meant to say earlier is, as we go through this flow, you'll see that I'm adding things on as we go along. You can stop at whatever point you want to stop and just stay in whatever pose you're comfortable with if the next pose we move into doesn't really suit you. The next pose here is warrior three. If you have blocks or a chair you want to hold on to, you can use that, or fingertips on the floor might work for you. Shifting the weight forward into the right foot, extending the left leg back, keeping that heel active. Warrior three, option to come off the floor, bring your arms back to airplane if you like. If you want to find a stationary spot to focus on. And then we'll all come back to forward fold. We'll inhale to lift halfway. We'll exhale to fold. Inhale to rise up. Exhaling through chair. Inhaling to rise. Moving back to heart center. Right foot lunge. Find the arms you like. Inhale and exhale to warrior one. Inhale and exhale to pyramid prep. Inhale and exhale. Inching forward into pyramid. You can hang out here. We can come into warrior three, floating the right leg up, finding a stationary spot to focus on. Optional airplane arms. Coming back to forward fold. Inhaling to halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to rise. Coming through chair. Rising up. Back to heart center. Left foot back. Warrior one. Pyramid prep. Pyramid. Forward fold all the way down. Stop whenever you want to stop. Warrior three. Now everybody hands to the floor. If you're following along, hands to the floor. Hinge deeper at the hips. Try to press your chest more into your leg. Raise the back leg higher for standing split. We're going to bend both knees and bring that back foot to the back of the front leg 3 times. You don't have to do this part. We'll all come to forward fold. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling through chair. And rising to heart center. Right foot lunge. Finding your arms. Coming to warrior one. Coming to pyramid prep. Folding into pyramid, going along as far as you want to go along. Coming to warrior three. Now standing split, folding the chest toward the thigh more, raising the leg behind. Bending and extending. 3 times. So I'll come back to forward fold. All together, inhaling, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Through chair. And rise. And heart center. Let's go through that a couple of times on each side. just moving from one to the next move. And again, if there's a pose you don't want to do, you can just hang out the last pose you feel like doing. We'll all come together at some point in forward fold and go from there. Okay? So left foot lunge, warrior one, pyramid prep, folding into pyramid, warrior three, standing split, forward folds, halfway lift, forward folds, rise, through chair, rise, heart center, right foot lunge, warrior one, pyramid prep, pyramid, warrior three, standing split, forward folds, halfway lift, forward fold, rise up, through chair, rise, heart center, lunge left, warrior one, pyramid prep, pyramid, warrior three, standing split, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, inhale rise, exhale chair, inhale rise, heart center, lunge right, warrior one, pyramid prep, pyramid, warrior three, standing split, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, inhale rise, heart center, chair, one more time through, home stretch, lunge left, warrior one, pyramid prep, pyramid, warrior three, standing split, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, inhale rise, exhale chair, inhale rise, exhale heart center, lunge, warrior one, pyramid prep, pyramid, warrior three, standing split, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, inhale rise, exhale chair, inhale rise, exhale heart center, take a breath, inhale rise. Now soften those knees, give me a deep swan dive, bringing your hands all the way down and stepping back, coming down to the mat. Let's drop to one hip and swing our legs around. We'll just shake out our legs a little bit here. And we'll cool it down, we'll stretch it out a bit. So, if you have a strap and want to use it, we'll do a staff pose first. If you have a blanket you like to sit on here, that's a very nice option. If you don't have a strap, just ground your hands and press your chest up with your arms like this. If you have a strap, we'll wrap it around the balls of the feet, not the arch, but the balls of the feet. It's more stable that way. Inhale tall, exhale. Let's just lift the sternum and press forward. Keeping that spine nice and long for staff pose. A couple of breaths. Use that expanding breath, lengthening to the top of your head breath we practiced earlier. So as you inhale, fill all the way up to the crown of your head, nice and tall. Exhale out the abs. Inhale and exhale. Now we'll take this staff pose into a forward fold. Inhale, Exhale, release and round forward. You can grab your shins or your feet, let your head hang heavy, and you will feel the stretch more strongly in your hamstrings and your lower back. As your head sinks towards your knees, you breathe and you sink deeper on those exhales. Then we'll release and we'll sit up slowly. Let's bring the soles of our feet together. Robotic Konasana, butterfly. Grabbing our ankles and stacking our spine. Once again, use that breath that inhales up all the way through the crown of your head, nice and tall. And exhale and press forward. You can make this stretch more challenging by bringing your heels closer in, or more gentle by taking your heels further out. You may find you can bring your elbows to your thighs. That's great if you can. There's no need to. Lengthen the rib cage up, 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 and press forward. And then relax it. Let's cross our legs. Any comfortable cross of the legs will work fine. If you'd like to get more hip opening, we can do a pigeon stretch. Like stacking our shins and coming tall. Exhaling, relaxing forward. Walking our fingertips out. Taking our time here. Letting the body tell us how far and how fast we can sink the chest toward the shins as the head hangs heavy. We gradually walk those fingertips a little farther out. And after a few breaths here, you can slowly walk back in, sitting up tall. Now we'll switch the cross. Whatever you were doing before is fine. Just do it with the other leg on top this time. It might feel a little bit different. That's normal. It almost always does feel different between sides. Inhale tall. Exhale, release and round forward. Taking your time. Breathing and sinking. Folding the chest toward the shin. Walking the fingertips out. Letting the head hang heavy. Try to feel the openness of your hips. Let them just relax. If you try to go too fast, everything will tighten up on you. It'll resist you, so you have to cooperate with your body to get it to cooperate with you. So if you feel like things are kind of seizing up, back off a little bit. Take some breath. Then try to ease back into it with control. We can begin to walk our hands back in and kiss them back up. Let's shake out those legs. Let's roll over and do some locust poses now for our lower back. And today, I'll give you the option to either stack your hands with your forehead on your hands, or to bring your arms down to your side. And with your arms down, you can either rest your forehead on the floor, you can turn your head to one side. But as you lift and lower your head throughout the different poses, you want to be sure to turn it from one side to the other so you kind of equal it out, level it out. All right, so we're here, and we're going to start with just the legs. So we're going to squeeze the thighs together, zip up those thighs, and just lift the legs off the floor just enough to engage the glutes and lower back. We don't want to hyperextend the spine here. Hold up for a couple of breaths. Relax back down. So the upper body next. So if you got your hands stacked, it's fine. If you have your arms at your side, it's fine. We'll inhale, we'll lift the chest and shoulders. If you've got your arms back, try to slide your shoulder blades down your back. Imagine squeezing a beach ball between your hands behind your back. And relax down. You can turn your head to one side or the other. Now you can repeat, we're going to do 2 more rounds of this. You can either repeat first the legs, then the upper body as we just did, or you can do either one of those things twice if that feels better to you, or you can do both together for twice. Whatever you want, choose an option, inhale, and lift. Breathe, legs are zipped up, shoulder blades are sliding down the back. We'll relax down. And then one more time. Inhale to lift. breathe. And this time as we relax down, let's bring our hands under our shoulders. Take a breath and we'll gently press ourselves back up here. We'll drop to one hip and swing our legs around. We'll do a side bow to open up our quads a little bit. So lying on one side, I'm going to bend the top leg back and grab the foot or ankle. If you can't quite reach it, do this. Draw the knee in first, grab it, and then pull back and open it this way. We're trying to find openness in the quadriceps and the hip flexors of that top leg. This is a side-lying bow pose, half bow I should say. Opening up the quads and hips. You might try to lift your chest a little bit here. Find a little bit of back extension as well. And expand the rib cage with your breath. And relax. We're going to roll over to the other side now. I'm going to flip around. You can just roll from side to side if you like. So starting with our hips and shoulders stacked. Bending the back leg back to grab the foot or drawing the knee up, either way. Grab the foot either way and then pull back and open the hip, open the quadriceps. Lift the sternum, find some openness in the front of your body. Perhaps a little back bend here, breathing and stretching. And then releasing that back out. Let's bring ourselves up to a seated position. Let us bring our right leg forward and we'll cross the left leg over the right. Much as we started the class in our seated twist, we're going to do a similar twist here with the leg extended. I have my knees stacked here with my left knee on top. My left hand comes back. My right hand can grab my left thigh. I can extend my arm out. Inhale tall, exhale and twist. Looking back over that left shoulder. Each inhale brings more length to my spine. Each exhale lets me deepen the twist in whatever range is open to me today. And I relax back to center. I'm going to walk my hands to my right side for a little counter twist here. Come back to center, straighten my legs, shake them out. Now we can bring that right leg over the left leg and stack the knees. And bring the right hand behind and the left hand to the leg or across. You can hug the knee if you like. Inhale tall, exhale take the twist. Each inhale lengthens your spine up through the crown of your head. Exhale and deepen the twist, perhaps looking over the shoulders. And then relaxing back through center, walking our hands to the opposite side for a little counter twist here. Back to center, straightening legs, shaking them out. Sliding my heels to the end of my mat, so I have the whole mat available to me as I lie back. I can tuck my pelvis and roll down one vertebra at a time, or I can hug one knee in and roll down in this way with control. Now we'll draw both knees in, hands on knees, circling our egg beaters, reversing it. Let's release the right leg out and down. With the right hand, we'll grab the left thigh, we'll pull across. Holding onto the right hip, we're keeping our shoulder blades grounded. We're extending that left arm to the side and turning the head to the left. Breathing and relaxing, melting into a gentle spinal twist. Breathe and sink, always listening to your body. Coming back to center, we can hug both legs in and make circles with our knees in one direction and reverse it. We can release that left leg out and with the left hand, pull the right leg across, rolling onto the left hip, extending the right arm out as those shoulders stay grounded, turning the head to the right, and sinking and breathing, enjoying our spinal twist. And then drawing the legs back to center. Just rock a little bit here, loosen things up. Now we'll bring our arms between our knees so we can grab either the arch of the foot or the outside of the foot. It's your choice as we come toward our happy baby. Pressing the soles of the feet toward the ceiling, stacking the ankles over the knees and pulling the knees down toward the floor. Trying to bring the entire spine down onto the floor. And then rocking from side to side. Massaging the lower back. Coming to stillness. Releasing our legs out and down. Picking up as much space as we want, whatever's comfortable, letting our feet just fall out to the side. Letting our arms float down, with our palms up. You might find it's helpful to adjust your hips, or your shoulders, or your head. Try to find a really comfortable length in your spine where nothing feels compressed, everything feels relaxed and easy, you feel fully supported. And once you've found that, go ahead and close the eyes. And just double check that there's no place you feel any tension in your body. Starting at the top of the head, we can relax the muscles around the eyes and in the forehead. We can soften the jaw. You might want to release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Maybe you need to relax your neck. Just really release your shoulders. Let them just sink into the floor. Let your arms be relaxed and easy, and your fingertips might just be a little bit lightly curled. Feel your whole spine melting down to the floor. Feel your abdominals sinking into your torso. Let your hips just ground into the floor and your legs relax, your knees soften, and your feet just flop out to the side. So there's no effort. Nothing has to be supported. Everything is being grounded into the floor. We bring our awareness back to the breath. Try to let any other thoughts just drift away. Keep your focus on your breath. And let it guide you into your Shavasana. You're welcome to stay in your Savasana for as long as you like. And whenever you're ready, you can deepen the breath. You can bring movement to your fingers and toes. Perhaps circling the wrists and ankles in one direction and reversing direction. Let's slide our feet in and bend our knees with our feet planted a little wider than hip width. And we can just sway those knees from side to side, loosening up the lower back, letting gravity do a lot of the work here. And whenever we're ready, we'll just roll onto one side. And we'll stack one hip over the other, one shoulder over the other. You can rest the head on the arm. And then with as little effort as possible, we press ourselves up, finding a comfortable seat. Once again, stacking the spine, rolling the shoulders, lifting the sternum, and pressing the crown of the head up toward the ceiling, bringing our hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing this practice today. Namaste.